Now we're speaking about the 2013 Knoll from Lahoma Vineyards, and this was the first vintage that we produced this wine here at Red Newt.
The Knoll was always a special site visually. It sits within the middle of Lahoma Vineyards. It's a little rise within the vineyard that looks differently just topography-wise, but also the vines on it always look different. And they've looked that way since they were planted in 2008. We'd never bottled it as its own wine until 2013, largely because we knew it should be something special, and it took us a few years to think we had really nailed what that should be.
Yeah, and the Knoll did prove that it was in fact something special. From the very moment that it, came in to the press pad, we could really sense something a little bit different. And it was great vintage for it as well. Fruit yields were up a little bit, so we were actually able to have just the perfect size tank for this to ferment in, and really just kind of guided it to its destination, but it did most of the work for itself.
What we discovered with the Knoll in this vintage was that it really succeeded with a technique called cold soaking. This is where we crush the fruit and then let the skins and the juice stay in contact with each other, kind of macerating for a few days at cool temperature. Cool both for extraction, but so that there's no risk of something taking off spontaneous fermentation-wise in the tank. This was the first time we'd tried this technique with Riesling at Red Newt, and it actually became a bit of a template for how we deal with a lot of Riesling now. The beautiful extraction we get, the weight and the power that's in this wine that was the first benchmark of that.